Vidit Gujrathi and Anish Giri are great friends. So much so that when Vidit recently got married, Anish travelled all the way from Netherlands to attend his friend's wedding. This is the first time that both of them are playing side by side to each other in a team event. They're playing for team Hexamind, and here both of them have remained unbeaten after 8 rounds. In this video, you will see interviews with both of them, with Vidit after he beat Wesley So and with Anish on his thoughts about this tournament. Vidit, congratulations for your win against Wesley So. It looked like as if you played a very safe opening with white and the game was heading to a draw. In fact, I went to the dugout of yours and they were like, okay, the strategy is that Vidit has to neutralize Wesley So. But then you won. Like, can you take us through the game? Like, how did you win?
Thank you. Actually, this line I've played a lot of times with black color, and the first time I played, I think it was Vincent Keimer who played this with white, and I was black. And I realized that although, of course, it's very close to draw or equal, black has to play a few precise moves. And when Wesley started to think after the opening, it gave me some confidence, but I didn't really think that, I would get a serious advantage because the margin for draw is very high. But he played a bit too slow, not just on the clock, but chess wise also, like he was wasting some time. And then my pawns advanced on the queen side, and then it's already tricky. So I suddenly sensed it, and I tried to increase my focus so that you don't get such chances against Wesley quite often. So I thought, okay, I have to maximize, and I'm glad that I could convert well.
What was that one move in the game that you are proud of?
I think there was this moment where I had already pushed the pawn to b6, and I played this move bishop g6, attacking the rook on b1. Wesley missed that move. That was key. Without that move, I did not really see how I'm winning, because he will play bishop f2 on the next move and his rook is already on b1 and attacking the b6 pawn. But bishop g6 was the key tempo move, and I think the best chance was to play king d5 in that position, but I have this rook takes e6, a strong move, and then the opposite color bishop endgame is winning, I think so.
It seems as if Vidit, you are in a very different kind of form post your marriage. You of course, the freestyle chess, I would consider it as a little bit of a different format, but whenever it has been standard chess, you've been playing really well. Even the qualifiers, when you played for Champions Chess Tour, you were almost leading, you were about to win that. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm happy that the level of play has been quite good. In fact, I've just been trying to take it easy. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, and I'm more relaxed. So probably that's the key. That's probably helping me keep my nerves in control. And I'm not taking it too seriously, all the tournament games, just having fun.
Do you think that's helping you?
Well, at least my mental state, I'm in a better space of mind. So yeah, results of course keep fluctuating, but at least I keep my sanity.
And we also have Nidhi here. We see her in the dugout, sitting there, waiting for your game. She's also, we saw her playing with your team member who's 8-year-old. She's enjoying, or how is she enjoying herself here?
She has played more chess than me, I would say, She has been practicing more than me. And I'm happy about this because I didn't really expect her to learn. Like, there was no insistence from my end. It just happened that she picked it up on the phone and started playing, and she really enjoys it. So, and it makes her happy. So I'm glad that she has found a good hobby.
Wow.
And then the problem is she keeps insisting that I play more chess. That's the problem, that she has fallen in love with the game.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And you also have Anish Giri in your team.
I'm glad.
How has that experience been?
It's great because Anish is one person in the chess world that I really like to hang out with. He's super chill, he's witty, and most of the players are colleagues, but Anish I can count as a friend.
And there's always like a nice camaraderie. I don't think you have ever played in the same team before, right? You guys, maybe it's the first time?
Oh, is it?
I don't know which event would be.
I don't know, but we are always in the same team, at least in spirit. So
It's very cool. Vidit, congratulations for this very nice win with Wesley So and Hexamind.
also I would say this opening choice, at least the first 4 moves were inspired by Anish's suggestion.
Oh,
So
he
shout out to him.
suggested that.
Yeah, he said, why don't you play this? And I was like, okay, makes sense.
Wow, that's so cool. And Hexamind seems to be a very strong team, yeah? Like someone like today, Levon lost, but you rose to the occasion. I think Volodar also won his game. So someone or the other rises up.
Yeah, it's a very strong team. I mean, top 5 players are like very good. Divya is an excellent player. And the amateur board, he's new to me, but he won a nice game now against, like, I don't know much about him, but he seemed to play a really good game now and won against Vadim. So yeah, overall I'm happy to have such a strong team, you know. Otherwise, it's like, even if in team events, if individually you're doing well and team is not doing well, still it doesn't give a good vibe. So here it's nice that I have such strong teammates.
Fantastic. Congratulations with it and well done.
Thanks, Agar.
Anish, right now Hexamind seems to be a very, very strong team and doing very well. How are your feelings?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. We have a tremendous team. So, I mean, this is to be expected, that score that we have. Still, you know, MGD has more points and we are playing them. They have a very clever team, you know. They have a monster on the amateur board. So they start, I mean, our amateur is very good, but their guy is having 7 out of 7, I think. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know how good he is.
He's like the Pangbo of
yeah,
this
he's
year.
the Pangbo, yeah. But I mean, I don't know how good he will do against our player is tremendous also. He's definitely underrated severely, but okay, we'll see. I mean, I don't know what to expect from this guy who's on 7 out of 7. And the rest of the team is super solid and in good form. So Srinath did a good job of assembling a good team.
Yeah, it's a great team. But overall, how are you finding playing for Hexamind and this World Rapid and Blitz, this format? How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, today is not good for me. Yesterday I played well. Today things were going wrong. Like with Kasimjanov, okay, he played well, and there was one moment
you were
I missed.
actually slightly better.
Yeah, there was one key moment where he has this monster knight on e4. He just got it, and I sacrificed exchange, which is very tempting. But I had sort of I somehow didn't realize I can just reroute my knight 1, knight 2, because I had the feeling that my f3 knight is under attack, so I needed to I protected it with a rook, knight, and a king. But there was one protector too many, and I somehow hallucinated that I cannot remove one protector. It was some sort of a weird thing, because I think maybe before I couldn't do it because of knight takes e4 somewhere, and now I can. So I didn't need to sack an exchange for that knight. I could just trade it out with my own knight. It would have been much easier. Could keep a rook. But it was a good game. That wasn't the problem. Then I had a very unfortunate game against the mother of Lu Miao. She played a very good game. Credit to her. But I was doing very well on the board, the clock, and everything. But she resisted well. I just couldn't find a knockout blow, and then I somehow kind of I lost patience. I started making moves without doing the calculation that I usually do. You know, sometimes it happens. You just lose sort of patience, and for some reason. And in that case, the reason was that I couldn't find the win, and I thought, okay, I shouldn't drop too much on the clock. So I started to sort of go into like a blitz mode. But she was very good. She was very patient. She took the moments to calculate, and she played very well. So that game, of course, was not good. Then, and the last one, some opening thing went wrong. Like I sort of remember this f4 somewhere, but I thought it was maybe not here. And then suddenly I realized he has all kinds of things, some nasty compensation. So yeah, today is my. Well, it happens like this. It was not very nice. I didn't like today my play, but it's it's like when a professional chess player you have such days. Luckily, okay, score is. I mean, score is bad because I made draws with lower rated players, but okay, at least I didn't lose or something. But yeah, the games
You also played a role in your team winning against.
It was crucial. It was all my decision. So I won that
chess.
match. I won the match against WR. So it was my idea that I have rest. It was my idea that Vidit should make a draw. It was my idea how he should make a draw, which is why he won.
He actually, Vidit did an interview with me and said you suggested him the first 4 moves, like
Yes.
what to play.
Yes.
And he was like, wow, that's a good idea.
Yes. I mean, I did everything for Vidit there as well. And there were some more things I did. I helped our amateur against Vadim. I told him, you play this move, and Vadim was out of book. He played that move, Vadim was out of book. So,
you
and
played the role of the
Gustafsson
captain,
was there.
actually.
Gustafsson thinks he's smart. He's looking at at the game of our amateur, because he thinks that amateurs, they keep repeating what they play. But I understood that Gustafsson is there looking, telling Vadim, and we took them out. It was not deep coaching. It was just one move. But okay, I was a great coach today, for sure. Yeah, but I must say that I have some mild headache after this. Somehow I don't know this. Rest, I normally don't have rest in events, and I had rest, and this rest knocked me out completely. I'm so tired after this rest. I should play, This resting is just, now I have like head also, at least we are outside now, like full head full of, normally when you play you have this routine, yeah, like you're releasing some sort of tension through your moves or whatever. Now I just kept it all inside me. So, but tomorrow hopefully I'll be back, and anyway Blitz is there, so I'll try to regain form. Today was just a little off day, but the team is doing well, and MJD1, yeah, it's going to be a tough match, I feel. It's a tough match. They're in good form. Normally Anton Giharo is there on paper, one of their vulnerable boards, but only on paper. He's doing very well today. And okay, vulnerable relatively. I mean, he's not like 2750, yeah, but like in WR team. But yeah, the Pranav, of course, yeah, all these guys are underrated. Also, I should give a shout out to Team Freedom. That's also an extremely clever team. They have, after Vichy, they have all the players who are not officially top players, but are in fact of the top player level.
Like Sarana, Martirosyan.
Yes, Haik is exactly, Rauf. All these guys, they are not exactly top players, and maybe somehow on a very long distance in certain formats, you could tell it. But in one event like this, there's no difference. And if they have a better amateur, they start a match with an advantage already. Because the difference in the amateur is much larger than the difference between, okay, sorry, let's say, if you get like Hikaru against Sarana, one game, anything can happen. Yeah. Sarana is a tremendous travel player, and the same with Haik. So they also done extremely clever selection of the team. If you would rating versus strength, like value for money for rating, value for rating, this is like extremely clever team compositions.
I mean, value for rating also, at the end of the day, it's also about money, right? Like the top players are more expensive or something. So otherwise,
no, but they have money. These guys. It's not about money. It's about availability. So
yes.
It's freedom. They have the freedom to afford whoever they want. And Kazakhs, Uzbeks teams, there's like government support there in these countries. They've got an infinite amount of money. It's just the availability. So there's limited amount of top players. And okay, some teams, they pick the easy choices. Okay, Carlsen calls, Carlsen refuses. Okay, Nakamura called, all easy, yeah. Alireza we call, Nepo we call, and so on. They go down to the list. But if you are, if you don't have those options anymore, and already Hikaru is taken, and the famous people are taken, Levon is taken, Duda is taken, you can still find very good players. If you go even lower, you can also find like the Turkish kids, for example, yeah, this 2600, 2630, but same,
Fantastic.
Same, in a short distance, the same level, more or less. So there are many great players nowadays, many great players, and as you see it here in the lineups.
Also, this is maybe the first time you and Vidit are playing in the same team. I don't think you guys have ever played in any format together, yes?
Yeah. The bus is pretty loud over here. Let's wait for this to
Not even in Bundesliga.
No, we never played with Vidit in the same. I mean, in a way, he was part of my team for the candidates and for the vacancy and so on. So we used to be also answered the same. Yeah, he said like we both are anyway one team. Yes, we are one team, of course. The same, like we share the likes and everything. We are amongst each other, the content and so on. But the followers. But yeah, playing for the same team, it's the first time I think. It's okay. He's Indian, yeah. I'm Dutch, so in national championships we don't play the same team, and European leagues he doesn't play so often, yeah. And I also don't play so often. So Bundesliga he doesn't play, and from India it's difficult. So yeah, we haven't played before, but it's fun. But our team, I was thinking about it a bit before the start. It's a great team. And okay, I love the team. I have good rapport with everybody. It's like one of my teammates very nicely said, we have a team of nice guys, all the nice guys, apart from Anish. That was a good point. That was because Swidler was supposed to come, but he had the visa issue. So they would have only the nice guys in the team, but they got me also. But it's a great team, and I love the guys and so on. But in some sense, if you think about it, there's nothing common between all of us. Yeah, like some is from the States, some is from India, from the Netherlands. Like it's so random. There's no like logical pattern. For example, in Turkey, you can ask, okay, these are Turkish children. Shahriar is from Azerbaijan. He's the coach. He's why he's there. Sherlock is also from Turkey. So you can, sometimes, yeah, okay, this one maybe somebody's wife or somebody's wife's friend, or like our team. I don't know how they assemble, how it came together. There is no like, it's so completely random. Just a bunch of random great players. Yeah, which is okay. There are some small patterns. Like we have two Americans. We've got the Indian block with the Divya and Vidit. Yeah, but it's a good team, and we're fighting. And Anush, yesterday was the day when you set everything on fire with your content game. I think this event became very prominent because of few things you did. Yeah, yesterday. It was, yeah, no, I'm crashing the content game for some reason. So I started with this Vidit tweet. Yeah, I think this FIDE, they actually already, they should just, I'm running the social media for them. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know even why. Like, I don't know why but I've done a lot of social media appearances. Yeah, we did the thing with Vidit. We did, okay, I did the event table, the touch move. The touch move, and also the rearranging of pieces. Yes, also Abude is inspiring. I see Abude, and I want to, because I always see these great reels. Sometimes people just walk, but Abude, he slows them down. He puts the music, and already like I have like it's like I'm seeing God. Seriously, there's this with reels like Magnus is walking or something. Like slow motion, the music. I'm crying just. Yesterday also it happened when you started rearranging the pieces and he slowed it down and put music. It really felt you were doing something important. Yeah, like putting back. Oh, I told him, I didn't know he was shooting. I told him, show how I respect the pieces. That's so awkward. I told him. No, it was just like, I like to, to have fun with their content they do. It's really so pleasant to watch. Yeah, such some comments I saw recently was a good one. Somebody wrote, this is finally I found the good side of the internet. ChessBase India Reels is the good side of the internet, because mostly it's the bad side, all the negativity and everything. But this is really good stuff. And yeah, I had this very interesting case for the touch move. Now, why I felt very relieved throughout is because okay, I initially want to play knight d1, which would be a minor. I missed bishop e2, which would then make me go queen e3 when I have only -1 point. Like I'm winning, but not fully. So then I realized it's a bad move. And then I was thinking, where else to put the knight? I have like 3 good moves that I win. Knight g2, knight g4, knight d5. And then I thought, actually, why not just take the pawn? We're winning even more. So when I completely forgot that I was close to touch the piece, I just forgot it. And when the guy said that I touched the piece, I assumed that he is right. However, I didn't recollect it fully. So I asked, because I saw we have the luxury of ChessBase India always being there. So I said, let's check, yeah, which is good. And then the guy checked and he said, no, I didn't see myself, So I was actually assuming that I did, because I thought, why would my opponent ask that if I didn't? I assumed that I touched it, but didn't really remember it myself. It happened to me once before. I once did it because sometimes you touch and do so fast, you don't register it. It happens. And okay, to make a move, then you will notice, yeah. But touch and remove. So I once had a real touch, and it happened with the video I watched with my opponent, and we agreed. We agreed that I did. So it happened to me before. So I knew that it could have easily happened. Although, and then arbiter told me it didn't happen. I thought, okay, if it didn't happen, we continue. And I was ready to continue with the knight move for sure as well. There were many good moves. So the good part for me was that because it would be really nervous if I was going to make a losing move and if there was no good move. So it would be about me winning or losing. Then arbiter decision would be very, very crucial. And then I would be okay, now anyway, it was interesting. And I find it a very interesting case because, so I saw the video footage. Actually, it appears the knight moves slightly. So I have made contact with the knight. I haven't intentionally made, but at the same time, I did intend to make the move with that piece initially, right? So it's some kind of a weird case where it's not that you touch the piece by accident through with an elbow or anything. So I was reaching for that piece, and I was intending to touch it. However, I touched it by accident while intending to touch it. So it's some sort of a weird case where I was thinking about it like from the wording point of view. I don't know, like I think I'm more with the arbiter that it's okay that I doesn't count as a touch move but it sounds very paradoxical. Because if you look at the bullet points, did I want to play with the knight? I did want to play with the knight, but at the same time it was in my head that I wanted. Yeah, you don't know, like maybe I want to play like so. So I reached towards the knight, yes. I touched the knight, yes. So, but I did touch it by accident, also yes. So it's some sort of a weird situation where I don't know if the arbiter saw me move the knight or not to touch it a bit, or if the arbiter didn't even see it, because on the phone camera it's still not possible maybe. But maybe he saw it and decided not to give it to me, which is fine. I think I think both decisions are okay. And what was interesting is that I asked for extra time. I didn't know the rules for sure, but I thought that probably if you pose claim, probably you should get the extra time. But the arbiter didn't give it to me because he even told me that briefly. It was also very clever. He said that it was sort of close. So the guy's claim was not outrageous, He made an honest claim. In fact, as we could see, he maybe made a correct claim. So I think the arbiter ruling was kind of okay. I mean, okay, it's like in my favor, but to be honest, again, I think that had no sportive relevance because my position was winning completely, pretty much. And already I survived the worst in the game. I have now control over the position. I'm completely winning. So I think I would have won either way, to be honest. But from like a rule perspective, like what if that happens again? And what if that is game deciding blunder? That would be very interesting to know. But yeah, it was kind of funny.
It actually happened, yeah, again today in Vadim.
Yeah, I heard. And Vadim said that it was opposite. There was the opposite, literally the opposite. They checked if he released the hand, and he claimed that he released the hand, but the fingers remained on the piece. So it was the opposite that he's trying to claim. So it's but it's always good, no? But I knew right away that there was going to be good content. I knew it right away.
Yeah, you said it also in the camera.
I said I knew it. No, I know the stuff is good content. So people like such, because they don't understand sometimes the moves, but they can see if somebody had touched or not. You don't have to be a professional chess player. You just need to pair of eyes. So everybody's looking, and actually some people, I mean, to me it's clear that the knight has moved, so it must have been touched. Not for sure, maybe some earthquake, but it's clear for me that the knight has been touched. But some people actually say that they don't see the touch, So it's
yeah, it's a very touch and go.
Yeah, it's not like Maradona stuff, but it's still pretty good.
And lastly, Anish, I want to ask you: will this event become one of the most important events in the calendar? World Rapid and Blitz. There is Grand Swiss. All of these have very big relevance. Do you see this happening it's just the third edition right now?
Yeah, it's a very interesting philosophical thing. It brings us back to a very big discussion, which I once I think about it myself always, and I heard Fabiano discuss it. It's a very interesting topic of what is an important chess event. How do you define it? Do you define it? It's called FIDE World Championship. Is that the definition? Probably that's not enough. Because if FIDE does something ridiculous, people will call them out and say you did something ridiculous, and we don't care about you anymore. So FIDE is only, in some sense, FIDE's legitimacy is based on them behaving accordingly as well, and then you've got the question, which events are important? Is World Blitz important, or is maybe Grand Chess Tour more important, or is freestyle more important? Do you judge it just by money? That's a question. You could say yes, but you could also say, well, why? It's do you judge it by participation of top players? Okay, then Title Tuesday is the most important because the number of participations and and obviously it's not. I mean, Title Tuesday, with all due respect, it cannot be most. There's many things that are missing there. Yeah, first of all, in Title Tuesday, there's missing. The money aspect is missing. It's the price fund is not high enough. Could be called important. And question is, of course, how anti-cheating measures, how adequate they are for the stature of the most important tournament of the world. So Title Tuesday is not it. Of course, FIDE World Championship is the most important event right now. Classical, I still believe so. But you could argue already with Magnus not participating and him still be showing that, okay, probably he still is the best player in the world. Probably, yeah. He just played now classical tournament. He won somehow. So that's a debate, and this tournament is one of those things that I wouldn't be able to give you an answer. I'm sure some people they think it's extremely important because it's a world championship. But at the same time, I can definitely see an argument where people say, "Well, how seriously can you take an event where there's literally an amateur board? How can it be the most important professional event where there's literally an amateur aspect to it?" So this is an interesting debate that can be had, and you can be on different side. Well, for myself, I'm discovering it. One thing I noticed for myself is that events where I do well are more important than where I don't do well. This is my formula. So when I won Title Tuesday, it was a big thing in chess. So you remember? It was a big headline. Yes, I was there. Yes, but if I don't, then it's not. So it's everybody has to find it for themselves. What's important, and what not. At the end of the day, how important is chess? Also, pushing you're pushing the wood. Who cares? Yeah. And why? What's important? The viewers or what? Like for what's happening for whom? So it's all relative in life. I mean,
Yeah, it was a philosophical answer. Anish, thank you for your time and good luck for the last day and the blitz section.
take care. Take care.